I make a motion to call the meeting to order. And do the roll call.
Laura Schifrin here.
Julie Byers here.
Carol Conti here.
I don't have to say I'm here, but Vicky Tidman here.
Okay. All right, we're going to review and sign the meeting minutes. Did you guys get to see the meeting minutes?
Did you send the meeting minutes? I did. Yep. Okay.
So are you guys good with the meeting minutes?
I'll make a
am.
motion to approve the minutes. I don't have them in front of me. I didn't print them with the agenda, but I did review them before.
Okay,
And I'll second that motion.
okay, all in favor?
Aye. Julie Byers, aye.
Laura Schifrin, aye.
Carol Conti, aye. Okay.
Before we have to sign off on a couple of things. Can someone make a motion to authorize the chair to sign out a meeting so everybody doesn't have to come down to the building to sign the reports?
I'll make a motion that the chair can sign outside of the meeting. Do I need to be specific what reports or?
You can just say motor vehicle excise abatement reports and bills payable.
Bills payable and motor vehicle excise.
Is there a second? Can I second?
There is a second.
Okay, all in favor?
Julie Byers, aye.
Laura Schifrin, aye.
Carol Conti, aye. It's unanimous.
With the abatement applications, at this point, we only have one. So I'm thinking that why don't we wait until the February meeting, and that way we can either all meet in person so that we can go into executive session so those things are not made public, or if we're still Zooming, we can forward the applications and you guys can review them ahead of time so then we can speak generally when we speak of them. So I think we should just hold off and move those to the next meeting.
Okay, that's a good idea. Do you want a motion to table until the next meeting?
Sure.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we table any current abatement applications until our next meeting. Which is when, do we know?
Well, let's pick a date right now.
Oh,
Don't sound so excited.
I'm not doing what. How far into February do you want to go?
Would February 22nd work for everybody? Or is that vacation week?
That's vacation week.
Okay, so that won't be good.
Can we go the 15th?
The 15th or, yeah, or we can go to March 1st.
I'm good with either.
Okay.
Okay, do you know if, I would be okay with either the 8th, the 15th, or the 1st. Do you know if the selectmen are meeting any of those nights?
Next meeting would be in person or Zoom?
Do you want the next meeting? Are you guys okay with having the next meeting in person or do you want to Zoom? Because the only time it would be a problem is if we were going to Zoom if the selectmen were meeting at the same time.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Well, if it turns
But
out,
we could also do it earlier. So it
Right.
wouldn't split.
right,
Or you can do the 26th without me. I mean, I may or may not.
Yeah.
I'm calling.
Yeah. Well, Julie's probably not going to want to do it during school vacation either because she's got kids.
I can if that's what works for everybody.
Well, the 15th is good.
Tell me, do you prefer?
yeah.
Zoom? I can-
The 15th is good.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys prefer Zoom or in person?
Do March
Zoom.
1st in person.
I prefer Zoom
Okay,
Okay.
only
Okay,
because
so-
I'm doing so many things.
Okay, well, all right, so what we'll do is let's tentatively do it the 15th Zoom. And Jody has been kind enough to say she'll check with the Board of Selectmen, and if they have a meeting, then we'll just go earlier.
Okay,
Does that work?
yeah,
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, I'm good for what, Julie, can you do like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock?
I can do 4.
5 o'clock, I'll have to do 5 o'clock.
Okay, or 5.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Okay,
And if we do have all the applications beforehand that we can review, I mean, if it's only 1 or 2, not a big deal.
yeah,
We can go, if they're, well, I'm just trying to think how we would have discussion.
well, we can go into executive session.
Okay,
I mean, I'm, at this point, I mean, they only have till Monday to file. And right now we have, one. So I don't want
Okay.
to, well, I don't want to say, I don't want to jinx myself,
right,
but hopefully we're not going to get bombarded. So
Okay.
once we have them all, then we'll just make copies and forward them to you guys so that you can review them before we go into executive session on that night.
and we can do whatever business, conclude the general meeting.
Yep.
Open executive, we have to move to open the executive.
Yep.
And then we can also state that we're not coming back
Right, correct. Yep.
after executive, so that would, okay?
All right, and then the last thing on the agenda Lori, is
I
your,
think we still need a second on that. We stopped.
Oh, yeah, we didn't finish it. and
So
take-
I'll second Lori's motion to continue the abatements to February 15th.
thank you.
All in favor?
Julie Byers, aye.
Laura Schifrin, aye.
Carol Conti, aye. It's unanimous. Okay.
And the next thing on the agenda, Lori, is what you wanted to discuss. Oh, wait a minute, one thing, this wasn't put on the agenda because we just found a really nice new form for certified abutters list applications. And you guys probably can't read it. What we'll
Yeah,
do
no, I
is,
saw it.
oh, did you?
Jody
Oh, okay.
emailed
Yeah.
it.
We have it.
Okay, so we'd like to update the one that we have and go with this going forward. It's a lot clearer and
Yeah.
it just leaves less. And it doesn't require us to do mailing labels for everybody and their brother.
Okay, I mean, this looks good to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Julie,
I agree.
All right,
do you want a motion to accept that?
we should, yep.
I'll make a motion that we accept the new request for certified list of abutters form presented this evening.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Julie Byers, aye.
Laura Schifrin, aye.
Carol Conti, aye.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Good job.
All right, Ms. Schifrin, you're up.
I don't know if it doesn't just have to be me, but were you sent, I just want to make sure that we as an assessors board has knowledge of the governor's zoning bylaw change and the verbiage that he would like to see all of the towns participate in that are part of the MBTA, I guess, region. We're just outside of it, but they're requiring all cities and towns that are within the MBTA to adopt the verbiage in their zoning bylaws. And planning board is discussing it. And Julie, if you want to speak to it, you can too. Zoning.
You're doing great.
I don't want to misspeak either because I'm not a lawyer and I'm not, I won't be doing the bylaws, but the planning board, just that, the planning board, I believe is now seeking town council's opinion of how we should move forward.
Okay,
Karen Chapman gave her presentation. And like so many things that come out of the government, they make a law, but they don't really tell you how to get there or give you help in getting there or even expect you to get there. They only want you to agree to get there. So that really doesn't help the housing. So I know what his intent was, to make a little bit of a smoother transition for some developers, because everything is adding to the cost of housing. This is not helping the consumer or the grassroots person. You know, this is only giving more fluff to whatever the politicians are doing. Okay, they get paid no matter what. They get paid if you pass it, you don't pass it, you enact it, you actually do anything, they get paid. But it's not really getting down to the grassroots. So I think as an assessing board, and one of the things that Lance had asked for was, when this bylaw proposal goes to annual meeting, which is when we have to do it at the May meeting.
Yeah.
That not us, the volunteers, but that the departments are aware of what is it that we lose if we don't do it. So what grants won't we get? What items won't we be eligible for? But the other side of that, from an assessing point of view, is the more new construction we can get, it broadens our tax base. So it's more tax revenue for the town. It also spreads the cost of running the town among more people. So I think if we're asked for our opinion as an assessing board, that's where we come from. I mean, obviously, you know, Vicki, you may be able to say it more eloquently than I, but that's what the brass tacks are.
Yeah.
You know, so like, for instance, do you know how many new construction permits were issued in the last 12 months?
Well, I can find out. Do you mean for single family homes or just altogether?
Altogether.
Yeah.
You know, because from an assessing point of view, if somebody took out a permit for a deck,
Yep.
or somebody took out a permit for an
A
addition,
barn.
a barn, whatever, okay? But an additional structure that would increase the tax base, increase assessments of certain properties, and then we have income from that.
Yep.
So I think if you could, from our perspective, again, as assessors, if you could put together something that says, well, this is like between 2000 and 2010, we had so many permits. Between 2010 and 2020, we had so many permits. And in 21 and so far, or if you want to stop and use 2021 and so far, this is what we have. And that little graph is going to show us something, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I don't know the answer to it because I haven't followed it. But yesterday I was looking at the Leominster listings. Now, Leominster is what?
Large.
Compared to us.
Yeah.
But they generally have a lot of listings. So, and in all price ranges. So yesterday there was one single family home, one multifamily home, and 2 condos for sale in all of Leominster.
Really?
In MLS.
Wow. Yeah.
In MLS.
Yeah.
I don't run the streets for, you know, for sale by owners,
Yeah.
but, and in town, I mean,
Yeah, we don't have much.
no, in fact, I was just gonna look. Everything, I had run something for somebody in Leominster, and there was when I put in the criteria, everything that came up, because I put it in as active and CTG, so can mean a recent contingent,
Yeah.
Accepted offer. Everything that was there was one active and I think 13 or 15 CTGs.
Yeah,
So almost as fast as they're coming on, they're going off.
yeah.
But like somebody just mentioned one on Main Street to me here. And I know we had several situations on Main Street where properties had gone under agreement, back on market, under agreement, back on market several times. And I believe they were in there were 2 or 3 of them in West Townsend.
Oh.
So let me do that search. I'll just do everything and just add CTG and which also shows back on market. I'll just put the whole town. Like if you just do zip codes, you have to do both zip codes
Yeah,
because it won't give you all unless you just put Townsend.
I know Dunstable only has 2, 1 house and 1 lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what is going to happen? All right, well, there's a new listing in Townsend on 3 Todd Drive, 350. Which is kind of like average now.
Yeah.
393 Main Street. 393 Main Street is contingent at 329.9. That went on for 127 days. And I want to say that was one of the ones.
What number on Main Street?
393. Oh my God. So that house has been contingent, back on market, reactivated, contingent, back on market, and contingent. 3rd time.
Yeah,
3rd time, listed September 20th, because each time, and plus it's been reduced from 399.9 to 329.9. 329.9 was the last reduction, January 2nd.
yeah, and that's not, look at that, look at it. Dude, no.
I mean, it looks like outside it doesn't look great.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so that's 329.9 in Townsend
Yeah,
with on its 3rd buyer. Now just go back.
well, because we saw the inside of it.
Okay, so, and just to tell, okay, so 29 West Elm did go contingent in 18 days. That is the first time it's gone contingent. And that's at 359.9. It is not an updated home, but it is 1880. So that'll be interesting. I still have it active because I didn't get the check yet, but I do have an accepted offer on 9 West Elm, which is
Oh, that's good.
the 3rd time. It's the 3rd time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and parts of it don't look bad, but then parts of it are bad.
And then, of course, there's our new construction on 54 Barker Hill Road at 675.
Yeah. Well, how about that one that Rich Hanks just sold?
I don't follow Rich Hanks. No comment.
Yeah, well, it's almost 700,000.
Well, good for him. Well, good for the town too.
Yeah, yes, yep.
So, but what's interesting, this lot sold for 205. This 1 acre lot sold for 205. Now, I'm not sure if when it sold, I know it had a septic design. And I think the well was in. I'm not sure that the foundation was in because I didn't drive up there.
Oh, the one on Barker Hill when they took the two houses down.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, one person bought it and then,
Tully bought it, right? I mean, it was Truett.
yes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he did the tear down and the whatever. And
Yeah.
then I guess decided not to build his dream house.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen. I understand that he works for Tully now.
Oh,
Yeah, he did a lot of the work. He did a lot of the work there.
Yeah.
So, and he was a builder himself.
yeah.
Okay, so the other one, oh, that's active, 538 Main Street. It's on for 118 days. And why do I think that was under two? That's the one that's really weird. Yep, it was contingent under agreement back on the market. That's on at 450 and now it's on at 475. And it has no land. It's an 800 square foot living space with a huge garage.
Oh, the one that's right near the boutique. Yeah.
But yeah, right.
Yep, yeah.
And no land, like a third of an
Yeah.
acre.
Yeah. I think it would be great for somebody who like had cars.
Yeah, a single guy
Yeah.
with no pets. So anyway, that's what we have. So now 15 North End just closed this week. Yesterday or two.
It's only Tuesday, Lori.
I know, you know what? It was the 20th. I know it was the 20th.
Oh, that was last week.
It was
That was last Thursday.
yeah. So I don't know. My days are like all into each other. So do you kind of agree that that's where we would come?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll compile that information. And then we can discuss that at the February
February.
15th meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because then I think like Julie and I can report that back to planning.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because those numbers will go in line with whatever else is found out about any tax benefits to the town if we don't do it. But I think even if there wasn't any, just from an assessor's point of view, we would like to see more construction or more accessory apartments or more additions. If the Board of Health approves whatever septic system is needed, and whoever is willing to do whatever they want, they should be able to build whatever they want to build on their land. I don't mean whatever, you know what I mean?
I had to, even with my mask on, you saw my eyes go, what?
No, I didn't mean whatever you want.
Yeah.
Within other zoning parameters,
Yeah.
I should say. Really, the construction of residential property should be, we really need some multifamilies. You know, people can't afford single families. So if we had some multi-family clusters, as long as they met what was needed by the Board of Health, we should be able to allow it. Residentially speaking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's, unless Julie has something to add to that. That's why I think we should just, that we needed to discuss it and have input.
Yeah,
to the
I'll compile that stuff and then,
Townspeople.
yeah, and I'll have it ready for the 15th meeting and then you guys can take whatever back to planning board and see what that does.
Okay. Awesome. I'll make a motion to adjourn our meeting at 6:32 PM.
I'll second that. Julie Byers, yes, or I, yes.
Laura Schifrin, aye.
Yeah.
Yes, works, yes, works. Didn't think Laura, you said aye?
I did.
Okay, I
I
was
said
not there.
my name too.
Hey.
All righty. All right, thank you, ladies.
Okay.
Thank
have a
you.
great
Have a
night.
good
Nice to
night.
see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.